Hey, man.
How are we?
How are you, fella?
Good, man. Good. How are you?
Yeah, good, bro. What's been happening?
Not a whole lot, to be honest.
Nah?
In the last couple of months, it's been a pretty steady routine for
Yeah,
me.
you've kind of been on the hiatus.
Yeah.
What's with that?
Just figuring out some stuff, I think. Taking a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been nice. It's been a good, relaxing time. Obviously, meeting my current girlfriend and stuff. And yeah, it's been good, though. Just take a break from the music.
Is that the stuff?
I wouldn't say that's the stuff. I'd say that's been a help of the stuff.
Okay.
I was just going through a bit of finding where I wanted to be and what I wanted to be at the time, and ended up meeting her, and then, yeah, kind of just making sure that's solid before I get back into the crazy life of the music industry again.
Yeah. I know what you mean, man.
Yeah, man.
It does get a little bit crazy sometimes, man.
Yeah. You've been hustling, so it's been good.
I have.
Good to see.
I've been going hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've looked at everything in my life now, and I've just seen like a whole nother level that can be attained with focus. And a lot of that knowledge came with self-reflection, and actually came from a lot of time by myself. So I understand where you're coming from with needing a break from it.
Yeah.
With this, like, go into the stuff, man. Like, so obviously there's got to be something heavy going on for you, like, and like somebody of your caliber in music and like the talent that you have, to take a break, but not just a break. It's
been a lengthy,
nothing.
Yeah.
Like there was like, I mean, you might have dabbled at home and stuff. You've sent me a couple of things.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should probably tell people. I'm your manager.
Yeah.
I've been your manager now for close to a year.
Close to a year,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're working quite hard on the production side of things.
Yeah.
And I was there for most of it.
Yeah.
But now that we've come to the distribution side of things, everything came to a halt.
Yeah. I think on my side it was me being lazy, to put it simply, but it was a lot of, for whatever years it was me, I was doing covers and getting in the studio, and it was a lot of back and forth, and I didn't really have a routine of get a song started, finish the song, move on to the next. It was write a song, write another song, let's do a verse, let's record a verse for that, record a verse for the other one, let's go back to that one. And it was just no like really solid routine. And I think it started getting to me where I was doing a lot, but nothing was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And it sort of played to me. I was like, I'm not going anywhere. And I was like, the mindset, and I just got stuck. And I think I needed to just pull away and be like, I need to reset the mindset of what I want to do with music. Because at the moment, I'm seeing all these people hustling, they're dropping music, promoting all their stuff. And I'm kind of sitting there going, I got stuff too, but it's all sitting in my Google Drive, like people have heard my stuff because I'll send it to them, but it's not accessible to the world. And I think I just needed to reevaluate how I wanted to go about it, really, and not have distractions, because I had a lot of distractions, whether it be girls or work and all that kind of thing.
Yep.
So it was just a lot of stuff that was going on, and it really didn't help. So I think for me, it was not only taking a break from music, it was taking a break from just a lot of stuff. And that was just a part of it, unfortunately. But it's kind of made me, the hunger is coming back. And, like you said, I've been at home, I've got a piano at home, got my guitar, and I'm playing every day, like singing on the way to work, or, playing my guitar if I'm bored at home on the piano, just coming up with little things. And I'll send you little voice notes of ideas that I've got. So like the fire's still there. It's just kind of simmering. And I just need that spark to go, all right, let's go. Let's get back into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. What was the thing that really broke you? What pushed you over the edge to say, hey, I needed a break?
I think the last kind of experience I had with a heartbreak really got to me, and you were there at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it kind of scared you a little bit seeing the way I reacted. It was,
Dude, it was rough.
yeah, it was rough. I
fucking rough,
broke my
man.
hand and stuff. Like, that's not me. I'm not an angry person.
Dude, when I came and picked you up, let's lay down the story.
Yeah.
Dude, that was because you said to me in the car that you didn't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, I was going through a dark time. I'm not an angry person. I'm not an angry person. And that night was just
That was fucking hard to hear, man.
Yeah, it was a lot of built up.
Really, really hard to hear.
Yeah.
Especially coming from you, like somebody that was so strong and somebody that I've reflected on so much because of your empathy and your nicety, right? Just who you are as a person. Like, you're just solid. And then having that kind of reaction to somebody who's just a fucking stone in a river, really, compared to like what your journey is. Man, it was heartbreaking. And to go back, like, let's go back to the story because we got something out of it. But
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it was rough. So you lay
like
down the story.
I'm not an angry person, bro. And you know that. And so like for the stuff that went down and the way I reacted, it was a lot of built up anger, sadness, everything that I've had to put up with over the last couple of years all come out that one instant. And I kind of scared myself because obviously I injured myself for a couple months and I couldn't play guitar and it was fucking rough, man. And that's when I was like, you've snapped. You need to like sort out this stuff that's going on in your head because obviously you're not dealing with it properly. And that was exact like, point A, you're not dealing with it properly because you've just snapped, and show people that you can have some anger stuff go on.
Yeah, you're human.
Yeah, I'm human at the end of the day. As much as I say, it's so easy, just don't get angry, don't do that. But it's easier said than done until you're actually in that situation where you just can't take it anymore. You can't really say that. And I got to experience it, but I'm glad because, like you said, I got a track out of it. It's banging. And I met my current girlfriend who's fucking amazing. I love her so much.
We'll have the... Hold on. We'll have that track like as the intro. And
we'll give a snippet.
Yeah, a little bit. But hold on, Amy.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Dude.
I'm so lucky, man.
I'm so grateful that like you've met somebody who's an equalizer to you.
Yeah, literally.
Like she's the yang to your yin.
100%.
She's unlocked things in you, and I think that you've unlocked things inside of her that have really kind of put your relationship into a whole new kind of stability. Because there's no boundaries.
Yeah.
Like I'm not talking polyamory or anything like that. I'm talking like there's nothing but trust.
Yeah. Literally, man. I think it's the first time that I've experienced this kind of relationship, where we're both so comfortable with each other that we know we can get through anything. Like if anything bad comes up, we'll be right. It's me and you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's only been 5 months, 6 months.
Yeah.
But it feels like we've been together for years. But like you said, the trust is there and it's beautiful because it's not a one-sided relationship. We're a team. It's like we're best mates, but we're together and we love each other. She's obsessed with me. I'm obsessed with her in a good way. And it's the first time I've experienced it. And I did go through a phase where it kind of freaked me out because I was like, oh, this is like the real deal now. Like adult relationship. This is it. Are you ready? And I was like, I had to sit back and go, yeah, you deserve this. Why would you mess this up just because you're a little bit scared? Go for it and don't hold back. And I think she said that she noticed that there was kind of this flick of the switch one day, and I kind of just started letting my walls down because in the back of my head, I was worried that she's going to leave me. She's going to find someone else. And I kind of had held back because it's what happened in the past. And it was like I was almost ready for it to happen again. But she's just always showing me how much she loves me and how much she's just not going anywhere. And everyone deserves that, so you just don't want to mess that up just
Dude.
for something that's going on in your head where it's not really necessary,
Yeah. That's crazy. That's an awesome conclusion to come to.
Yeah.
Especially at your age. Well, not even at your age, at your maturity level.
Yeah.
You've always been the mature type of person, man. But I think there's something that's happened now where I don't think that you're like I've seen you with other girls where it's been like there's been whether it's a codependency or you're independent but you're kind of dependent on like the stability to keep it there,
Yeah.
With this for you, I can see it, man. There's no like you're yourself, she's herself. You guys are doing your own things, but you've got each other's backs.
Yeah.
And that's rare in relationships in these times. In these times,
100%, man. I was like you said, I think before, my happiness just in general in life was dependent on how my relationship with girls were. If I wasn't happy, it was because I was going through shit with girls, or you know what I mean? But now it's like, I'm just happy and she's there to build it up because I'm happy in myself. And it's like the whole self-growth thing that people have to go through. And I've been going through that. And it took her to help me to finally like unlock that last key to figure out the happiness is just don't overthink stuff. Like just be in the moment, be grateful that you've got someone that cares for you and loves you, will do anything for you. Nothing else matters at the end of the day.
Accepting it.
Yeah. Just accepting that what happens, happens. It is what it is.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said for that.
But like I said, it's easier said than done. You have to go through it to really be like, oh, when people say when it happens, it's actually true because it just happens. You don't expect it.
Yeah. So what's like is there anything that's really stood out to you as something that you've noticed within yourself that's been like an actual change where you would think in a certain pattern and then like, have you noticed anything?
I think it's my security. I was like, everyone's insecure, but my insecurities have really decreased being with her with certain things. I don't think about, is she talking to another guy? Is she doing this? Is she doing this? I'm pretty like, you know what? I love you. I trust you. You do your thing. I do my thing, but we're together. And I'm not overthinking things. I'm not, diving into this thought process and down a rabbit hole where you'd have nothing to worry about. That's what I feel like I was doing a lot before. You'd have this little thought and then it'd get worse and worse and worse. And you're like, whoa, that come from that one little thought that's not even there. It's not even real. And now you're worried about all this other stuff. It's not necessary. It's unnecessary stress. And I think that's one thing that she's helped me with. It's just being more secure with myself and not really caring about what other people think. I've kind of always had that mentality, but it's always been in the back of my mind like, oh, what if they don't like that? Or, what if people judge me for this? But now it's kind of like, doesn't matter because I'm happy. She's happy. So we're going to do what makes us happy.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing.
There's something to be said though for certain amounts of stress that I think come from like when I was we're reminiscing back a few years now, but when I was in solid relationships, there's a lot to be said for the comfort that it gives you. And I know like a lot of people, like I'm exactly the same. Well, I would fuck off on my diet, my exercise, all that kind of stuff, and not really give two shits about it until I got out of a relationship again.
Yeah.
But I'm not seeing that with you.
No, I'm going harder, if anything, in the gym. And it's funny you say that because I was like that too. Back your past relationships, you kind of get that comfort. You're like, I got the girl now. It's all good.
Yeah.
But it's not about that. It's about your own health and what makes you happy, and going to the gym, being healthy makes me happy.
Yeah.
Why would I stop that just because I've got the girl?
Yeah.
100%.
100%.
But she's into that too. So it's great because we can do it together. But you also have your own time where all right, I'm going to the gym tonight. All right, cool, have fun, go smash it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to get mad because I'm not going to hang out with you? No, you do your thing. Go to the gym, work out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you kind of like, where's the catch? But there's no catch.
There isn't one.
Just go to the gym, smash it, work on yourself.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing where I really like hard on, like, yeah, the relationship is important, but she's her number one, I'm my number one.
100%.
You have to look after yourself. Because
yes,
if you're not solid, then you can't be solid together. But two solid people, it's a solid team.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's, I think, it's pretty important to keep looking after yourself, even though you're in that comfort zone. Just keep looking after yourself and things will just keep flowing, honestly. Yeah.
We talked today.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of, I don't think I have a definite answer just yet, but are you coming back to music?
Coming back.
Coming back?
I'm coming back, bro.
Dude, and we're coming back strong.
Oh, yeah. There's some big tracks in the bank. Like, it's insane. This is like years ahead of where I'm at, the stuff I've got.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've got 4 tracks on Spotify, but the tracks we've got, this is like after 3 albums where you've found your sound.
Yeah. See, I think with the tracks that you've done on Spotify, they've what? It's been 3 collabs.
Yeah.
And then 1 of your own.
Yeah, 2. Oh, yeah, two of my own. 2 of my own.
Oh, 2 of your own?
I want to know. Oh, Drunk Alone, and I mean that.
Yeah,
so 3 and then
so
3 collabs.
3 and 3 collabs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got a little bit more now.
Yeah.
But so 50% of the music that you've put out so far has been collabs, which is understandable, but I don't think that's the genre that you're trying to hit.
Yeah, it's not me.
It's not you, man.
No.
It's like, it actually isn't, because I've heard all of this. I've been there for the year, 2 years now.
Yeah.
When I wasn't your manager and when I have been your manager, I've been there through the whole process of when you started and when I was like, this guy sounds like Justin Bieber. And then I realized actually you have your own tones and stuff, and then your own runs and then your own songs. And then I was, okay, now we have an artist. But when you took a break, it kind of seemed like the music that was on Spotify wasn't by Corey Holland. It was, it was by an artist that you were trying to portray that you could be.
Yeah.
Instead of the artist that you are right now.
Yeah.
And that authenticity to being somebody in the future is almost like degrading on who you are now. It taxes the energy that you're expending on the music that you're putting out, because you're reflecting on it like, is this the song for the time that we're in? Is this the song for the genre that I want to hit, for the people that are liking my stuff? Because you were putting up a lot of videos on Instagram and TikTok of like you playing your guitar in the car up on the hill. By the way, check those videos out. They are fucking awesome. But yeah, like there's a time now where we need to focus more on how you're sounding in capturing this feeling that we've been talking about.
Yeah, I think, like you said, the collabs that I've done, they've been great. Like, it's been a lot of fun because it's not me. It's been an experience and experiment, to do dance, upbeat, party stuff. And, I've shown that I can do it, but it's not me. My stuff is the sad, the slow, the heartbreaking, makes you feel it kind of stuff. And like you said, that's all the stuff that I do at home on the guitar. All my hooks, they're catchy, but they're sad.
Yeah.
And that's me. So when I start putting that stuff out, I'll enjoy it because I'll be like, this is what I want to put out. This is me.
Yeah, exactly.
And all the other stuff, I'm like, yeah, we'll just put it out. It's all good. But it's like, I wasn't excited about it because I wasn't portraying how I felt, you know? And like Drunk and Alone, that was probably the only one, the heartfelt one that I've put out so far, really. So I just want to put out more of that and, you know, telling the story of my journey of the last couple of years of why I've been writing my songs or like why I do music. And it's because music got me out of a lot of hard times. And I know a lot of people go through that too. And for people to be able to listen to it and say, damn, I went through that too. And look at him, he's cool. He's good now. Music can help them as well. So that's kind of the reason why I started in the first place. And then you kind of slowly lose track of why you're doing it. And it's like the break has been like, nah, you got to get back to that. That's you. That's the Corey.
Yeah.
You know, I've got a song, Come Back to Me. All my mates like, come back to me. That's Corey.
Yeah.
That's me. So why would I go away from it?
Yeah.
You know? And if we can bring that into the time 2022, make it relevant and make the sound pop, but in my own way, that's beautiful. That's what I want.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you took a break, man, I was gutted. That sucked.
I know. I felt really bad because you work so hard, bro. Like one of the hardest workers I know. Out of everyone I know, you're probably the hardest worker I know because you just hustle. Once you want something, you go for it. And I didn't want to hold you back knowing I wasn't fully 100% into this at the time. And I was like, I just don't want to let you down, man. Because like, you're not only my manager, you're my best friend. And, you know, we've been in each other's life for 2 years. But you've had probably the biggest impact out of anyone that I've had. And I look up to you. And I just was like, I'm going to let this guy down, man, because I'm not into it. But if I kept going and pushing myself and just was like, you know, putting no effort in, that probably would have been worse. But if I was honest with you, like, I just need a little bit of a break, then we can come back like now, come back, smack it hard and really put everything into it. I'd rather that and have a little bit of time off than just put no effort in over that time and kind of lose the love altogether. That makes sense?
Yeah, it makes sense, man.
Yeah.
Dude, listen, look, it wasn't anything more than just a break. Like some people that were in my life when the break began were trying to convince me that you were doing me wrong or something like along those lines. Just like the unfit demons, when you don't go to the gym and you start having those thoughts, it's the same thing, man. You can't listen to negative chatter, and sometimes I am a proponent, the majority of the time I'm a proponent of positive talk, but when you're surrounded by people that are negative, it's very easy to be in a negative situation. And when you were deciding to take a break, I was in a situation where I was allowing the negative forces around me to control my actions and my emotions, and then leading to not having such a good reaction to you taking a break, which you have every right to have a break from music. If it's too much, it's too much.
Yeah.
But I think you need to come back into it with the understanding that we've done the production.
Yeah.
Now it's distribution.
Yeah. Business side and really hustling and getting
and
people
that's
listening.
And that's what you're good at. You're good at adapting to things.
Yeah.
And you tend to, see something, or like you'll write a song and then you'll have have a vision for the song, and then 2 weeks later we're mixing the song.
Yeah. It comes out pretty good.
Not a lot of people can do that.
Yeah. Once I kind of get the vision, it kind of flows quite nice. There are some nights, I'll come up with a song in half an hour. And then once you do that, then you can nitpick the little lines, words, whatever, melodies. But I've kind of I've been lucky because I can come up with hooks and then build around that. And, my lyrics have been getting better from when I started. they're getting smarter. They're not just little cheesy lines anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Back in the day, they were quite cheesy.
But you've got a couple of hot songs from those cheesy lines.
Yeah, I got some sexy songs. They'll come out too.
Into a bedroom.
Yeah, I'm keen for that one to come out, bro.
Oh,
that's
man.
like the most hype song. Like whenever I talk to
people that know you. Well, like I don't know. Sorry. I've just met them like out clubbing or whatever I'm doing, you know. I don't actually club anymore. I don't know why I said that. I haven't for years, like literally years.
Yeah.
They're just out anywhere.
Yeah.
And they'll say, hey, I know Corey. When's Bedroom coming out?
Literally.
And I can't answer that because
I don't know.
you have songs prior to that, like that you've come up with after that I think would need to come out before that to almost give attention to the story that like that it is the progression into the monster that is you.
Yeah, like I've started off quite, you know, I was the teenage boy writing love songs, heartbreak songs.
Literally.
And now I'm like writing songs about sex and stuff. And it's like a big progression. But I can't bring that out yet because the progression won't be shown properly. But yeah, like you said, I'll have people hit me up and go, how's music going? When's Bedroom coming out? I'm like, oh, damn, Bedroom.
Damn.
I don't know. Yeah. Hopefully soon.
That's a big ask.
Yeah. And I just really want, when it comes out, I really want it to be big. And I want people to listen because it's, you know, one of my favorite songs because it was probably the first song where I was like, damn, I can do music. Like, I can actually do this if I really want to. And I'll put my mind and heart and soul and everything into it. This could pop off and people will love this because people reacted to it great and it was literally not even mixed.
Yeah.
So I just really need it to be timed well. I think that's our thing. It needs to be timed well and we just need the right people to listen to it. That's the biggest thing. Right people need to listen.
What I've found so far with building this into what it is and building pretty much everything that I post on Instagram, everything, like all that gets done within the confines of my studio.
Yeah.
18 months ago, I didn't know how to do that. Any of this.
18 months ago, there's a table over there, a bookshelf there, and parties going on in here.
Yeah, crazy.
No studio. Yes, crazy parties.
Crazy parties.
No studio.
Well, there wasn't a studio. You know what? There was a kombucha set up in there. Yeah, there was a kombucha set up.
It's crazy how it's changed, man. Like
so 18 months ago to now, there's what I've found the best thing that has like stepped me up and continued to step me up again and again is working with people who are better or not better, just where you want to be or have insight to where you want to go. Because if you like almost have a vision of the path, well, then you can see it. It's almost like having a flashlight walking down a dark alley. You've just got a cheat code.
Yep.
Like you can see everything in your way, any danger. You don't understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like understanding where to press is a very, very vital thing that you need in the music industry.
Yeah.
If you don't have it, it's almost like you might as well just
drop stuff on SoundCloud and be like,
I'll
go back to work at the transport company now.
Exactly. And just giving up on the next level. Because the next level, whether you like it or not, I'm not saying your next level, but from like a SoundCloud perspective, is to go onto Spotify, is to generate more followers, is to actually have like a hub around you. Whether you've got like 20, 50, 200, 1,000, 5,000 followers on Instagram, as long as you haven't paid for them and they're organic and they actually like comment on your stuff and you're being nice, you're engaging with these people and you're attenuating to them. You know, there's no like disconnect between you and your audience. You're actually saying like, hey, thanks for like, You're giving gratitude.
Yeah.
You're being one with your audience.
Authentic. Yeah.
You're being authentic.
Yeah.
People that are just dropping on SoundCloud, I don't think they're paying attention too much to that.
No.
And if they are, why isn't SoundCloud like Spotify?
Yeah.
It's because distribution, advertisement, and playlists. Let me get some water.
Yeah, go for it, bro.
I'm dry. I'm dry, brother.
Nah, I feel you, man. Spotify, yeah. Spotify and SoundCloud, you just can't compare them, really. You know what I mean? To me, anyway, that's my opinion.
Well,
Spotify is the step up from SoundCloud.
it's the hierarchy, man.
Yeah.
Spotify is it. Dude, they paid to have Joe Rogan, the distribution contract for Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
When they paid him the 100 million, their stock portfolio went up $5.4 billion.
Insane.
That's saying Joe Rogan is worth $5.5 billion. What
insane.
the fuck?
Just talks to people.
Yeah, but dude, like, what a great move by Spotify.
Oh, yeah. Insane.
What a fucking epic move.
Insane.
Like, as a company, that's what you kind of want to do. Like, are you going to play something?
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, go on.
Nah, not yet.
Go on.
Maybe a bit later.
Actually, can we take a piss break?
Yeah, go for it, bro.
Please. All right, we'll pause this. We'll be back in a second. And we're back.
We're back.
We're back, bro.
That was a toilet break.
Yes. It was a good toilet break.
We're good.
Wink, wink. Hey. Anyway, fucking dude. So there's a guitar sitting next to you.
There is a guitar sitting next to me.
Do you want to maybe play me a tune?
I can do that if you want me to.
Yeah, man. This would be cool.
For the podcast?
Yeah. I just like, because like you've played a lot, like, dude, that Michael Jackson thing that you did.
That was actually so good though. How did it go?
Shimona.
I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. So good, bro.
All right, what are you gonna play? Can you do that Adele song?
That
one that you did up in the hills. You know the one that
I think go easy on me, baby. I'm still a child. I didn't get the chance to. How's the rest go? Feel the world around me. I had no time to choose. I don't know the rest of the words, right?
Can you play like one of yours?
Yeah, I can. Do you want to hear Just Run? If I can.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Let's show them.
You want to hear Just Run?
Yeah.
Or Drifting?
Ooh. Whatever you're comfortable with, man.
I might do a bit of drifting.
Okay.
I kind of like drifting. Plus, I haven't done it for a while, so it might be nice to get it reignited in my head.
Yeah.
All right.
Do this one for the people, bro.
Just for the people. It feels like I'm walking on water, drifting out to sea. Try to find somebody out there, but it's getting harder to breathe. Time has changed and now you're out of my life, but the memory this real slow, but I can feel you drifting, and I can't pull you close. So one more time I gotta ask you, baby, don't let me go. See if I can remember the second verse. It's been a while. So many days have gone since you crossed my mind, and I haven't forgot the way that you laugh or cry, 'cause I know you're worth it. I was trying to put the work in, see a different kind of person. I thought I wanted you, I was loving on you. Before the words, bro. Do another day what you wanna do. I was a fool, putting all my trust in somebody who don't want anything that I want, yeah. And now I see that you've been touching other men, I can't believe that. You gon' really try to tell me that you're leaving, and now we're drifting apart for different reasons. Stuck in my head, baby, don't let me go. And I don't want this to end. Can we take this real slow? But I can feel you drifting, and I can't pull you close. So one more time I gotta ask you, baby, don't let me go.
Woo! Fucking hell!
That was rusty. But yeah, it's drifting. Just gotta,
God damn!
gotta get it out now.
Corey Holland, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa!
That's after a 3-month break.
Yeah, man. God damn.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's a favorite of mine.
For sure.
That's one of the ones that took very quick to write, just because it flowed.
Where did that one come from?
I think it was.
Do you want to like sit back?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry, bro.
Drifting. Where did that come from? I've got to try and.
Oh, bro, the mic.
Oh, sorry. I've got to try and think back to when I wrote it. Drifting. I think it was just me being in the headspace of you don't want that person to leave, but you feel like they're just drifting away from you, but you don't want them to.
Yeah.
And you just feel alone. Yeah, it was one of them times where I felt alone, and I was obviously, I can't remember who it was about, man. It's always about someone, but I can't remember. But I just didn't want them to go, and they did. So they just drifted away.
Yeah. Because it hits hard. Like, it really pulls on the heartstrings.
Yeah, bro. And a lot of people go through that. And that's like one of the reasons why I wrote it. Because, I went through it. Other people are going to go through it. And, they can hear that. And like, damn, I relate to it. And it just makes you feel better, when you know other people are going through whatever you're going through. So, yeah, it's a special one, man.
So do you think that your music's going to take a turn for a more positive vibe now that you have 100%. Found love?
Yeah. I want to write more love songs. Mm-hmm. And I think, Amy's going to be the first girl I write a love song about.
Yeah, because you kind of had your like little bad boy writing vibe.
Yeah,
songs.
I was going through my bad boy phase, emo phase.
Our party phase that
and
really
I think
took its toll on the whole writing.
Yeah, I got enough
sexy
content out
songs.
of that. I got enough content out of that that I need to at the moment.
Mental content.
And I think, now it's time for me to...
Thank you, Benjamin Riches.
Thank you, Ben. I love you, man. Amazing photographer too. Best in Perth, easily.
Dude.
Amazing.
His Neil deGrasse Tyson shoot.
Oh, bro. Insane. His Corey Holland shoot up in York Fields.
Dude. Yeah.
But shout out Benny.
There'll be a lot more of those photos dropping along with the release.
Yeah.
So the next release, I think it's going to be the song that came from
the recent.
Yeah. So how you found your love.
Yes.
But
Lies.
Not how it was found on the positive side, but like the previous of how it kind of a specific love deteriorated.
Yeah.
And then one blossomed from the rubble.
Literally. It blossomed from the rubble, bro.
Yeah.
That's a good song. It's probably... The thing about that one is when I heard the beat, I got it sent to a guy from the States, Fortis Frey. Shout out, my bro.
Shout
Makes
out.
amazing beats, like
Dude, he
insane
is
beats, man.
fire,
Like,
man.
my goodness.
We'll tag him up in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I heard the beat, I said, I got to have that, bro. Like, please send that to me right now. He's like, yours.
Yeah.
And I was in the car up the hill, just coming up with melodies onto my Snapchat or notes or whatever. And I was like, all right, this is a Kid Leroy vibe. I got to get into my Kid Leroy headspace. And yeah, why did you lie to be mine? You know the truth comes out. Why are you crying about it? And I was like, oof, that's catchy as. Lied. I'll just call it lies. And why do people lie to you to get you? That's a great base for a song because it's so easy to write about because a lot of people fake it till they show their true colors. And, I was lucky enough to go through experiences, in my recent times in the last year or so where people just don't really show you the real them until you're already too deep and then you're fucked. And so I just wrote about it,
Dude, you just said you were lucky enough to go through those situations. Did you know
Did
that?
I?
That's that in your head. That means that came off of your brain fresh without you being conscious. Because you just said, "Did I?" Without you being conscious of it, you said you were lucky enough to go through those scenarios.
Yeah.
So you could
Yeah.
produce something.
Experience something out of it positive.
Not only did you get a song out of that experience, you found the love of your life.
Yeah.
Not only did you find the love of your life, you've now found a certain security within yourself that I think is going to pervade through the rest of your life.
Yeah, man.
And I think right now where you are is only at the village at the bottom of the mountain.
Yeah.
But you're halfway up the mountain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You've got a song that has 900,000
Yeah,
listens
man.
on Spotify.
Well, that's the thing. On my Spotify, I've got over 2 million streams. It's great. It's beautiful. But now I want to showcase my real talent, and that's my deep songs, my heartfelt songs, stuff that I've gone through. That's what's going to win it for me personally, and have people love that and relate to that. Be like, damn, this guy, he speaks truth. Because that's what I want to do.
So where do you think that you fit into the industry? Because I know that I have a vision of where I think that you fit into the industry.
I think I'm a storyteller. I'm kind of like the Perth Taylor Swift.
Don't say you're like any other artist. You're
But
not
like in a way,
any other
it's
artist.
like she's the storyteller and she writes about the heartbreaks and, everyone
But you're
associates.
not like that.
No, I'm not. But I think when I won't say that I think of her songs when I write because I like Taylor Swift, but obviously Justin Bieber's my main guy that I look up to.
Are you saying you emulate these people?
I kind of emulate
Or are you
them
just
all
are
in.
you just saying like that they have a vibe that you've kind of built your vibe off of?
Yeah, I guess you can say that. And I like how they write their songs and the vision they portray, the beats they make, and the way it makes me feel, the beat alone. And I don't know, with me, if I hear a song, I don't have to listen to the lyrics, but if I hear certain chords, it pulls me in and I'm like, oof, that hits. So like, that's what I want to do. Like certain songs that I've got, I'll have some chords that I don't know anything about that, but I just know what feels good to me and what sounds good to me. And that'll make my lyrics even better because I feel it. I feel the beat and it makes me feel something and it brings out a certain emotion in me. Whether it be this song has brought out an experience I had last year. This song will bring out an emotion that
Are you saying it brings it out within your lyrics or in the melody or in the whole vibe?
Both, man.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know.
Yeah.
What did I call it? It was like spooky something because it was moody, but it was sexy.
Oh, you talking the beat?
Yeah, the beat when I first heard it, I was like, ooh, this is like I got to sing some spooky stuff on there because like it's moody, but it's kind of scary, but it's kind of sexy at the same time. And then that brought out in my melody, and then it brought out the lyrics, the sexy lyrics, but it was also moody as well.
Yeah.
And I think with these kinds of songs like Lies, it's upbeat, you can dance to it, but it's got that like, I don't know, I've got something to tell you, so listen, because this is a story I got to tell you, but I want you to enjoy it as well. Like, feel euphoric from listening to it. And every time I listen to it, it gets me going, man. Like, everything about it, I love it. It's amazing. It's probably one of my favorite tracks that I've got, purely because I enjoy listening to it like on repeat, and that's I think one of the main things that I know when it's a good song if I can listen to it on repeat and not get bored of it. There are songs that I have. I'll listen to it once, I'm like, yeah, I was alright. Next, and then that's the ones I kind of push to the side.
Mm-hmm.
But then the ones that I listen to on repeat, I'm like, all right, this is what I got to hound on. I got to make this perfect as I can.
Mm-hmm.
To me.
Oh, this is in the process of
the process of it. And I'm like, I got to make it as perfect as I can because
Mm-hmm.
a song's never done, but it can be to a point where you're done with it. This is what best I can do. I hope everyone else loves it too.
So when you're writing a song, how do you see? Like, what's your process? How do you tackle it? Do you go for the music? What is it?
I go music first. I need a beat to write to.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty rare that I'll just sit at home and write lyrics because I kind of need a timing to go to. So I'll pretty much play on my guitar. I'll come up with 4 chords and come up with a melody to it. Something I enjoy. Something I feel like a melody that's catchy. I hum or just sing random lyrics, whatever comes out.
Gibberish.
Yeah, it's literally gibberish.
Yeah. I've heard it.
Yeah,
many times.
Yeah. So I don't show people demos because, like, what are you saying? I'm like, oh, nothing. I'm just coming up with an idea. That's how I do it, and I write to the melody and just try and fit it in. And if there's a run that I want to change, and it needs to be a bit shorter, I'll just shorten the words and do a run. And kind of break it up a bit. But yeah, it's basically melody to a beat, whatever I feel. If I can come up with some sort of lyric during the melody phase, I'll kind of base my lyrics off that because that's what I've felt in the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, I find it quite easy to write at the moment. Well, like the last year or so, just because I don't know, with my process, it's melody, you follow it, and then just write down different ideas. If it doesn't work, scrap it, or just keep going until you find kind of along the lines that works, and then just build off that. And yeah, I usually just go verse, chorus, or chorus, verse, hook, or I don't know, whatever.
Are you the kind of person to seek to modify or innovate the way that you write?
Yeah, like I like to have other people's input for sure, because I feel like if you don't ask for opinion or feedback, you kind of will just do the same thing over and over again. You write about the same things, just word it differently.
Yeah.
There's so many ways you can talk about love.
Yeah.
So many ways you can talk about sex, money, but for me, you'll only have a certain angle to look at, but then you'll have a different angle to look at. So if I can bounce ideas off you, then the next person that, I can bounce ideas off them. They'll have different ways to word things and different experiences, and then you can kind of get a different angle at it. So for me, I think that's what I've done. I can, like Sheldon, I'll bounce off ideas off him. He was a real big help for me.
Shout out Sheldon.
Yeah, shout out Sheldon.
Shout out Level Studio
I
as well.
wouldn't have been doing music if it wasn't for him and Rosie.
One of Perth's best fucking studios, man.
Yeah, man. Like,
for sure.
Shout out to them.
And shout out dude, shout out every fucking one over there. Like 506 and everyone, man. Keep up with those TikTok videos, man, because they're funny as fuck. They're funny as fuck. He's going to blow up.
Like Sheldon Ferran, he's another beast, man. Like every time I get in the studio with him, it's just
had
work,
Ferran on
man.
the podcast.
Yeah, it was great. I watched it the other day.
Yeah,
it was
you
fucking
did,
amazing.
He's a great guy.
But yeah, he's been one that's really helped me mold my sound, I guess. And
very influential.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because he's the one that got me into that sexy kind of moody music. Before that, I was like the teenage heartbreak boy, singing about heartbreak. And then he was like, no, let's try a different angle. I'm like, oh, all right. And then Bedroom come about, and I'm like, oh, I can do this too. Let's do more of this. And like me and Ferran bounce ideas off each other so easily. We just flow. Our workflow is really good. So I'm keen to get back in the studio with him at some point soon. Basically the last 6 songs I've done with him, and that's an EP on its own. So there's, a lot of ways we can go about it. But yeah, writing process is pretty simple for me. Yeah.
In the way of beats, where so you said you were sourcing them from the US. You've worked with Foxer. Recently, you had the drop with Foxer and Geordie
yeah.
Rivera.
Yeah. They're dope too. I love them boys.
Man, amazing guys.
Amazing talent. Yeah.
Shout out to both of you.
Yeah.
Dude, just genuine people in the industry.
It's hard to find.
Very hard to find.
Yeah.
And both of them seem like they're doing exactly what they need to do. I think they're both from Sweden.
Belgium.
Belgium?
Fox is from Belgium. I don't know where Geordie's from.
Right.
Maybe Spain or something.
And how many songs have you done?
I've done 2 with Foxer now. So that's had a total of a mil streams.
1.1.
Yeah, 1.1 for both. And then
off the top of my
Enrique's did Rooftops with Enrique's. He's from Denmark. That's 900K on its own.
Yep.
So that's popping off. So I'm keen for that to hit the mill. But yeah, I'm just working with a lot of talented people, man. I'm very thankful for the opportunities I've had. And the people that I've worked with, they've been so genuine. And yeah, I'm very lucky, very lucky.
So like, where do you see yourself in like a year, man? Because after Mang, you hear that? Mang. Because like, you've had this time off. Is the vision like, are you seeking the same route of where you were going last time? Or do you want to take a different route? Like, where do you see yourself going?
To be honest, I haven't thought about it recently, like if my vision's changed. You know, obviously I want to travel the world and sing. That's always been something I want to do. Obviously with COVID, it's been hard to know when we can do it. But now that things are kind of getting better, you can kind of plan it out now and plan for it. So like if the opportunity comes and I can travel and sing my songs and perform all over the world, I'll take it both hands. First things first, I want to get my stuff out. I want to, get people knowing who I am, listening to my music, getting to know me on a deeper level, and just loving my music and who I am and who I represent. And yeah, my plans for the future, I don't know where I'll be in the next year. I'm hoping that,
because you had plans to go to like
London. That's still on the table for next year.
It's still on the table.
Yeah,
is the girlfriend down?
Yeah, she's down. She was a bit hesitant at first, but I think the way we've been, it'd just be so hard to do long distance. And I think she was like, we can get through it. Like, even though it's a long way from home and it's a big change, if we're together, we'll be okay.
Yeah.
So I'm very lucky that she's got my back and, with my dream. So fingers crossed that works out. But yeah, London's on the cards for sure for next year. That would be amazing if I can sort some stuff out. Because we know people in Europe, so it'll be very accessible to be able to go work with them, and then
we know
contacts and stuff.
I've got a couple of big producers in Europe.
Yeah, you've got some good contacts, man.
Yeah, so no,
we'll hold it. We'll hold
it. Yeah, so dude, apart from music and all that kind of stuff, just you as a person, you've been on this growth journey. Is there anything in your life that's really standing out that you can say like you've overcome recently?
That I've overcome.
The reason as to why I asked this is because I haven't talked to you in a bit.
It has been a while, man.
And
compared to
whenever I do talk to you, there always seems to be something that you've gone through that you seem to overcome.
Yeah.
And the reason as to why I'm asking is because before you said that you're very comfortable where you are, like you don't have a lot of stresses in your life,
Yeah.
And when you have a complete displacement of stress.
Yeah.
So there's this thing like when you take an ice bath. Let me get some water real quick.
Yeah.
When you have an ice bath, you have a hormetic effect on the. It has a hormetic effect on the body. It triggers hormesis, which is you get a stress from the environment, and your body adjusts. Right. That same kind of thing plays out with just everyday stresses, and going after goals and having obstacles in your life that give you those certain stresses are character building. And when you're trying to be an artist, like building your character is the most important thing apart from the art, because your character is the art.
Yeah.
Who you're portraying is the art.
Yeah.
Showing the deepest parts of your core values and then just having them on display and showing them in an artful way.
Yeah.
When you have no stresses in your life, do you think that there's going to be like a lot less character? Well, I don't want to say a sacrifice of character in the,
I know what you mean,
in the
though.
music.
Yeah. The vulnerability almost.
Exactly.
Because you're not that vulnerable, because you don't have anything to be vulnerable about. In a way.
It's like it's a vulnerability, but like it's a vulnerability to not being like when you picked up the guitar before earlier on, and you said, "Oh, I'm a little bit rusty," and I said, "No, it'll be fine once you play for a bit." Do you think that's going to come back like how it was before you started on this break, or do you think it's going to be consistent? And
as in like me being nervous about or being rusty?
No, nothing about that. But the creativity part. Do you think not having the stresses in your life has made you less creative?
I think it's made me different. It'll make me think about different things. And, you know, like I said before, I've never really written a love song about proper love, you know, like happy love.
You've wrote sex songs and sad songs.
Sex songs and sad songs, because that's what I've experienced. But now I'm experiencing love. So now I can write about that. I think a person that I can kind of look up to with that is Justin. You know, when he met Haley, you know, before that.
Bieber?
Yeah, Bieber.
Right.
Sorry, we're on good terms. I was calling Justin.
Yeah.
Before that, he was kind of like, you know, he would write about love, but it wasn't the love that he's sung about in like Changes and then Justice and that, you know. And I think me listening to those songs, I can kind of be like, that's kind of how I feel too about Amy, how he feels about Haley. So I can just kind of channel that, write about that now and, you know, create a different kind of vibe. Because I've got 20 to 30 songs in the bank of that part of my life, that chapter. Now this next chapter is starting. Now I've got to be vulnerable about this. Because not only people feel heartbreak, but people feel love too.
Of course.
So, you know, I want to be able to bring that out, and people will be like, oh, I want to dance to this at my wedding. I want to play this for my girl at our anniversary, you know. I want to be that guy as well, you know, and I think she's going to be able to bring that out of me. And I've already got one that I did. It's beautiful. I love it.
We're recording that soon?
Yeah, we'll be recording that. We'll be finishing that up. But yeah, I think it's not going to stunt my creativity. It's just going to change it. It's going to make it more positive. Whether I'm vulnerable still, I guess we'll find out. Whether I'll be as nervous to sing it in front of people, I'll probably be more excited. You know, I think I'm more vulnerable singing my sad songs because people are going to be like, dang, who hurt you, bro? You know, and I'll be like, don't start. Like, there's a few.
That's the crazy thing is, I think you're pushing close to 1.5 million streams now.
Yeah.
But if we took into account the other songs that you weren't mentioned on, that you were actually on.
Yeah, they'd be over 2.
Yeah, you'd be closer to 2.2, I think it is.
Yeah.
Nonetheless.
Yeah, it is what it is.
You haven't sung live.
No, I've not performed live on like a Corey Holland performing.
You filled a 50,000 seat stadium 36 times.
Yeah.
With the amount of streams that you've had on Spotify.
Yeah.
And you haven't played live yet.
Yeah, I think.
Which brings me to my next question.
Yes.
When the fuck you playing live, man?
Whenever we can find a slot.
Well, no, it comes down to like we were putting it off because of COVID.
Yeah, we were putting it off because of COVID, yeah.
Then you had your break.
Yeah, I think now that I'm going to get back into it and I'm kind of, the hunger's coming back, wanting to perform live it's something I've always wanted to do, but being nervous about. And I think, most up and coming artists are the same, it's easy to get on the mic and sing when you've got all the effects and you don't have to stress too much. But then when it's just you and the mic and the guitar, whatever, there's no room to mess up. You have to be on. And then so you're thinking about this, you're thinking about that. All right, you just have to focus and forget it all, really. But me not having done it, it's going to be a new experience. And I've got to try and pretend I've done it 100 times. Because from show 1, it needs to be like show 100. It can't be this guy's a beginner. I don't want to come out like that. I want to come out, I'm a professional. I'm an artist. This is me. You'll come into my next show whenever it is. I know you want to.
Mm-hmm. So that means because you haven't played a live set yet, does that mean like every song that you play is a first time playing it?
100%.
Does that mean you have a whole set ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
How long's the set?
Bro, we could make
half an hour?
Yeah, half an hour, 15 to half an hour, 45 minutes, bro.
Well, if there's any live shows going that aren't that big, just to break the tension for it,
I'm down.
hit us up.
Yeah.
Because more than happy to get you on stage.
Yeah. I think it's needed, man.
And I think because you took the time off, but you didn't stop playing.
Yeah.
And prior to that as well, my idea before I was your manager, but I was still attending the studio every single week, my idea with the put videos up on Instagram of you playing guitar, and then you took that to the hills. That's a funny way to put it. You took it to the hills and you started playing in your guitar, in your car with your guitar.
Yeah.
And then from there, it was just like, you grew.
Yeah,
you grew
man.
so fast.
Yeah.
I think we might need to wrap this up. I think it's getting close to.
Is it getting close?
End of the time, yeah.
It
Anyway, man.
was good to talk to you, man. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for coming in, dude.
Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Is there anyone you want to shout out?
I just want to shout out you, bro. Like, thank you for having me on the podcast. Like, it's amazing.
Thanks, bro.
It's a fucking great show.
Yeah, it's been fun. I know it's clunky, guys. And dude, it's getting better.
Bro, it's fucking great.
Yeah,
it's a good start.
We have a name now, Roadshow.
How'd you come up with all
my last name?
Yeah,
Rhodes. Yeah. And like the team that we got at the moment is like a fucking roadshow anyway. They're crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's fit. It fits the narrative of what we're trying to achieve and get you guys on the road and get this management business underway. I think we've got a lot of good tracks under our arm.
Stuff you were showing me before, man. There's some good artists that you're working with, man.
There's so many stories, and I'll tell you them all. But there's so many of literally a story to how I met every single one of the artists.
We'll have to go through that one day.
Yeah,
for sure.
Everyone's so different, but there's a revolution coming.
We're going to be name dropping who the next podcast interview.
I call it a revolution because to say that we're evolving is to say that we're going to change the industry. I don't think that we're going to change the industry. I think we're the next wave.
Yeah, I like the way you put that. Next wave. I agree.
To end it on that.
Yeah.
Good night.
Night.
Take care, bro.